So I've got this idea. One of the problems that I found with my van is that as I put the bike in here after riding, you know, I can't rinse it out at the track yet. Part 2 of my van build is going to be putting a water system in this thing, which would be pretty cool. But so far, one of the problems that I find is that when I load my bike, a bunch of the dirt and stuff falls off because I don't have any mat on the back here that I can just easily pull out or anything like that. So I came up with kind of a solution. I think it might be pretty cool. I've got this Risk Racing mat that I've had in my garage for a little while. And it's a little dirty, but I think that that mat will actually fit in here pretty well. Now I'm gonna have to trim it so that it can fit this lock and load in here, which, by the way, that lock and load is one of the best pieces of equipment I've ever had, which is awesome. But I'm gonna have to cut the mat to fit across that lock and load so it can kind of run lengthways across there more easily. So I'm gonna have to clean the mat up and then trim it a little bit and get it to fit in here. But I think when it's in there, it's gonna be really cool because then all the dirt and all that stuff will just fall on top of it and I can just pull that out and clean it really easy. So I'm gonna get started on cleaning this thing and then I will chop it up a little bit and see how it turns out. Full disclosure, it's my wife helping me do this. So, but it's looking really good. How good does that look? Hey, Risk. Dang. Looking good. Okay, so it's looking much more presentable already. And so we're gonna have to mark it up a little bit and try and get it to fit in here so that it's kind of in the right angle with the bike. And then I think that's actually gonna look pretty good. I think it's gonna look pretty good. So we figured the best way to cut the mat properly to fit in there is to kind of make a little template around the lock and load. And that'll give us the best shot of cutting the hole in the mat without hacking it up. So that's what that's for. So the idea is to have this logo kind of stay in the center of the lock and load, and then we still have to have these feet be able to slide in and set on top of the foot pegs. So with that in mind, wanting to keep this logo centered, we just made some lines here and we can kind of feel that that's the edge of the lock and load. So we'll just cut this section out so that those feet can come and just slide in and go down on the foot pegs. Same thing on this side, and then at least we can kind of keep the center part looking somewhat decent. So we're going to try that and see how that works. I love it when a good plan comes together. So now we got it trimmed up, so that's sitting in there. I'm working on this one, but so now I can slide the feet in with this whole mat still in place and the center logo, which is, it's looking really good. Excited. So I've been wanting to do this project for a little while now, so we got it trimmed up, we got it set in there. It actually looks really cool, I think. It's gonna catch all the dirt, it's gonna be super functional, much like the whole theme of this entire van is. It's all about functionality for me. So I'll be able to just slide the feet off on both sides, just pick that mat up, toss it out, get rid of all of the dirt and stuff that's on it, give it a pressure wash if I have to, and then I can lay it back inside, and it's super, super awesome. I really like that we were able to kind of leave that centerpiece, the logo there, and then just slide the feet in. That's awesome. Again, an amazing Risk Racing product, no surprise there. I'm a huge fan of their stuff. So shout out to them and to James for doing that. Hopefully you don't mind me hacking up the mat a little bit to put it in the van, but I think that is a pretty cool use of it to put in the motovan. So cool, on to the next project.